Well, howdy, y'all. I don't know why. I just decided I really want to start this episode off sounding southern. That point is not right now. I grew up playing it, and I grew up watching my dad play it. This is honestly like this game is childhood to me. It's definitely a different vibe when Captain Toad shows up. Who knows? Definitely not me. I mentioned RT Game very briefly when the Toad showed up, and I also mentioned Technoblade. I grew up watching, and actually kind of my introduction to YouTube was not only Stampy, but also Stampy and Squid, and you know, it's kind of sad. I had a point, and I can't remember what that point was. It's like, yeah, just sit down, watch whatever episode you feel like watching. I have to be careful when I'm saying those words. It's not going to be up to the standards of like Mumbo, Grian, Iskall, Technoblade, RT Game, all these people who have been doing it for years and who have really origins of my channel name. Hey, but yeah, that's the origins of my channel name. Took a big swig of my pink lemonade. Oh no. I might focus a bit because this is one of the hardest mini games of me just talking to myself and playing Mario Galaxy. Alright, I just want to make that clear. I was ready to leap of faith that thing into oblivion. Just coughed. I have blood on my dog. I have a cup of pink lemonade next to me. And I'm ready to play some more Super Mario Galaxy. To put it into context, there's at least probably a day, maybe not a full day, but at least a day between the release of the previous episode and this episode's release. Just because I want to pace it out, give me some time to record another video. But welcome all back. The thought I was having that just completely trailed off as I struggled with the simple task of selecting a level. So sorry. At some point, my mouth will be able to keep up with my brain. That point is not right now. Okay. Okay. You see, my thought process was, I know I'm not going to be able to speak much during this level, so I'm just gonna try and just kind of narrate what's going through my mind as I play through this level. But I am very well aware that there will be very little speaking going on, given this is one of the more challenging levels of the game. Again, just to reiterate, you can tell when I'm really focused on a separate task because my English doesn't sound no good, or I just start to stutter. Just to reiterate from last episode, I've played this game enough where I'm gonna go pretty fast through it, but by no means am I trying to speedrun. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't know how to speedrun this game, and I'm not trying to. Clearly, via by the lack of timer I have on the screen. But yes. So I don't know if I finished this fight, but I'm literally like I said, I've let the dog out. I got a glass of pink lemonade, and if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse, I'm not entirely used to talking for extended periods of time. In fact, in real life, I'm quite a quiet person. I know that doesn't make sense coming from someone who is currently sitting in his studio room, whatever you want to call it, talking to himself while simply playing a game. A really good game. By the way, this is one of the most hauntingly beautiful tracks in the game. I kind of just want to give you a second to just listen to it. It's really something else. Probably I might take slightly more time on this level just given the soundtrack. It's really one of those levels that is just really peaceful. Again, I just started moving in circles for absolutely no reason other than Mario can. But yeah, just the soundtrack in this game is truly by far my favorite out of all Mario games. It's just something about the orchestral score. I'm a pretty big sucker for orchestras, basically. And I didn't go quite far enough. And so I'm always gonna be like partial, but also I just like I grew up with this game. I grew up playing it, and I grew up watching my dad play it. This is honestly like, this game is childhood to me, and so like the score, all of that, it holds so much nostalgia. And so much of that, I need to save all these toads, and then Captain Toad will come down and not ruin the vibe, but it's definitely a different vibe when Captain Toad shows up. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, a game. But yeah, and then like it also changes the vibe. I'm not quite confident in my memory of this game to kind of just jump into the void. Well, I say as I jump into the void. Very confident in my decision to go there. Where's the other one? I'm missing one. Basically always groups of 5s that you have to grab these like star bits in. All of like the blue star bits, the not star bits, the little like pieces. But anyway, yeah. I can't remember what I was talking about that at the beginning of that level, but I sure was talking about something. Who knows? Definitely not me. We're back in the main observatory bit. Oh, Comet! But a prankster Comet has appeared somewhere. Okay, so in the previous episode, I mentioned comets and how I was planning on doing them as they showed up, but then putting them all in a separate video. I kind of get the feeling that that would be kind of silly, so I'm just gonna hop in. I'm gonna still do them as they show up. I just kind of feel like that's a fun way to do comets. Well, we are going to do a speedy comet, so basically I have to speedrun an entire level. So I may focus slightly more on this level than when I was going through them the first few times. But so yeah, I've mentioned multiple times that this is I'm back to back recording this with the first episode. I'm planning on giving it a few days in between, but like editing me can clarify this. I'm also planning on editing these down, which shouldn't take that long because of the editing style I plan to do, which is very minimal, incredibly minimalistic editing style. But you notice how they replaced the breakable ones with these chomp balls. They're kind of like chain chomps, but not fully chain chomps. I don't know what they're called. There it is. But yeah. So it's definitely the feel I kind of want to go for with the Super Mario Galaxy videos, but also with like most of my videos is I really kind of want the nope. More like kind of podcasty style, but not like full-on podcast with just like I still want to talk about and discuss the game in question, the actual content. Like I'm still it's very much like the vibe I'm kind of going for, and I wasn't entirely sure if I was gonna breach the subject, but I very briefly mentioned two YouTubers who have heavily influenced me to create content myself, and the two I mentioned in the video, I talked at length about Mr. Beast, but that's not well, I kind of talked about his influence on YouTube, less of actually, I don't know. Mr. Beast is not the one I'm talking about. I mentioned RT Game very briefly when the code showed up, and I also mentioned Technoblade, who, if you didn't know, Technoblade, very incredibly popular Minecraft YouTuber who passed away from cancer last year. And yeah, so 12 minutes in and we're already getting into it. But yeah, so I want to go through for that kind of let's play feel, and like those are more contemporary YouTubers who have heavily inspired me, but like I'm playing a game from my childhood that like I watched my dad play a lot, and then I played myself many times. And so to kind of continue that theme of childhood and talking about kind of that, and in the same vein as YouTubers who have inspired me, I think you all know where I'm going with this, who actually recently ended his forever ongoing Minecraft series Stampy Longnose, Stampy Cat, Mr. Stampy Cat, who like I grew up watching, and actually kind of my introduction to YouTube was not only Stampy but also Stampy and Squid, and their Race to the Moon series is kind of my earliest memory of watching YouTube. And so this is a kind of dramatic level, especially to be having this conversation on, but yeah, to just kind of continue talking for as I go through this level. Like this kind of like I kind of talked about, so how I kind of for a very long while I enjoyed just throwing on long YouTube videos, YouTube series, kind of podcast style, just in the background. Really, like I liked the gameplay and the visual aspect, but I really just liked having an audio thing going on in the background. And some of that actually stemmed from Stampy's content. I think I need another shell. In case you didn't know, and you were like a childhood viewer of Stampy, he recently ended his 863 videos. I don't know, that number is purely off the top of my head, so if I'm right, go me. He ended his Minecraft Let's Play, and like I haven't watched the video, but I'm heavily aware. By the way, I saw that blue star, and I know there's something out there that you can do. Like, it's kind of like a pipe thing, but I don't know. The Koopas in this, the Koopa Troopas, they're not really like enemies in this. They're more of just like here and use this ammo. You know, it's kind of sad. But anyway, we're going into a boss battle. So yeah, my earliest memory of YouTube was like the Stampy Longnose Let's Plays, watching all sorts of Stampy's content as a small child, and like that has definitely kind of shaped kind of the content I want to make, but it's also has had an impact on me many different ways. I'm also clearly struggling to, like, it auto aims. I accidentally hit my hand against my desk, and that's why I shot Starbits at the Kamek or Super Cam. I have no idea what it's called. But we finally get our revenge for the wizard witch magic lady shooting us off into space. That's not the one I meant to hit. Love a coin. Oh wow. I kind of just instinctively did that from the second game, because that's like a core mechanic of the second game. For some reason, I did not think that would work. I've never done that before. But yeah, So like Stamping Squid and those old Let's Play videos, that's kind of what has shaped my idea of YouTube. And I kind of want to recapture that essence of like, you just sit down and you just listen and watch someone play a video game and just hear what they have to say. And yeah, that's a whole thing. I had a point, and I can't remember what that point was. I have this feeling I'm gonna go that, like, if in case you didn't watch the last episode and you're like, oh, this is cool, there's someone, first of all, by no means do you need to go and watch the last episode. Like, just jump in whenever you feel like it. That's kind of a rule that I kind of want to hold for most of my channel, is like, I want to try and do like crafting stories and all that, but really I'm just going for the chill vibe. I just kind of want to hang out and play games. Okay, so this is the 50. We're gonna come back and do that literally next time. Right now I'm just gonna head this away. Nope. Nope. I actually take the time to really gather star bits. This is where I wanted to go. Yeah, this way. Again, just bursting out. So cool. Yeah, by all means, and like, this isn't a series like, oh, you're gonna be lost if you just hop in the middle. It's like, yeah, just sit down, watch whatever episode you feel like watching. Good luck. Just committed murder on a toad. Speaking of committing murder, and the last episode, and not watching the last episode, by all means go back and watch it. I talk pretty lengthily about kind of my plan for the series as a whole, and also like just kind of my very condensed thoughts on YouTube and the current state of YouTube. Can I shoot this toad and will that do the same thing as nope? And that kind of, that's something I talk a bit about. I guess I'm gonna go that way. Oh, okay, I missed. Give me a second to struggle. Oh! Oh. Give me a second. I started focusing, sorry. It's not that I can't focus and speak at the same time. Like I said in the previous episode, I'm gonna keep one of the reasons why you don't really need to watch the previous episode and to understand what's happening is I'm just gonna keep referencing episodes that I record back to back will probably reference each other more than most episodes. One thing I'm probably not gonna like so the thing with this episode is, which really hasn't happened, but like in the last episode I talked about a few things while playing, and there was like some things that I talked about at more length than others, and that's not entirely that is not at all due to the fact that like I have like a list of things I want to talk about, or like notes to the side where it's like, oh, in this episode of me playing what. No, it's really like I'm really trying out and again, like I said in the last episode, I'm really especially like this series, especially the next one, who knows what's gonna happen, given the fact that I'm really just trying to figure out what I want to do with this whole YouTube thing, because like I really I know that I want to do this whole YouTube thing, but I don't know what that's gonna look like. And so for me right now is really just figuring out that it's figuring out what does making content on YouTube for me look like. And because I have like I'm aware, especially after like all this time, because at this point I've been trying to figure out doing YouTube for probably like really actually like putting in a good concentrated effort. It's probably been a year or two now with which I've been trying this, because like at the beginning of this year, around March, like I believe that was when I posted my first on this channel. This is not my first channel, by the way. The other one was not a real good effort. It was a bunch of disorganized stuff and like Minecraft time lapses. Not a real concentrated effort. And this channel is like a more real concentrated effort, but again, like I'm one of those people who really, I definitely really, I want to go for, like, I feel like, give me a second to put my thoughts together, like these pieces that are forming a bridge for me. I'm really that type of person that will excel more in, variety content. Oh crap. I think that's like the entire level I have to start over, if I remember correctly. Yep. Okay, we're gonna do that again. That's the first death of the series. But yeah, it's straight up. I'm probably like, I really enjoy the Mario games. The new Mario Wonder has come out, and that's probably gonna be fun. So I might end up playing that eventually on the channel. That's something I was saying before I died. Right, variety content. Like, and so I have, I think it's about 8. I actually recorded, I have recorded 10 or 9, maybe even 11 Minecraft videos, but and like part of something that like Mindset mindset shift. I'm gonna have to be careful when I'm pronouncing, when I'm saying those words. I'm falling. A mindset shift about YouTube in general is like there's something in the creative space, something about creative spaces that, and like the draw. I realize I'm speaking faster because I'm trying to do the level faster, which is an interesting thing. Like, because the level is timed and I'm trying to do the level as quickly as I can. Again, not speedrunning, just trying to do the level smoothly, and just I'm basically mostly turning off my brain and just focusing on speaking, and the whole like playing the game is taking a backseat to whatever I'm saying at the moment. But yeah, basically I was talking about the fact that I have a multitude of and it's not like that many that I scrapped, but it's still like 3 or 4, 2 or 3 or 4, I cannot remember the number, Minecraft episodes that I just have sitting in my back pocket. And one of them is a purely like, I went in with the goal of just doing a podcast, and it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours long episode of just me. I just discuss Treasure Planet, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and I get kind of existential and philosophical. And I start talking about how the people around us really shape us, and I talk about the themes and the messages of the 2 movies, and I just decided to scrap it. Like, I'm probably never gonna upload that video. And then I recorded like 2 more on top of that, where like I was gonna edit them, and in fact I think I might have started editing one of them, and I just stopped because I had that one video. And if you're watching this around the time when this video comes out, you could go look on my page. I discovered this while searching for a village in Minecraft, and because of the way it's titled and the thumbnail and all that, that is by and large I need to. I meant to focus more on picking up star bits. I should be fine, but I meant to focus more on picking up star bits this time, since I'm doing the secret star. But luckily this whole thing is set up to have, I think, almost the complete amount of star bits you need. But yeah, and because I got like, I think it was within the first I cannot, struggling, I can't see where I am because of those crystals. In the first little bit of like within a month, I think, which like isn't that short of a time, but it's still quite quick, I got the most amount of views I've ever gotten on a YouTube video. I got like 200 views on it, and I think it still has around 200 views, maybe slightly more. And like at the current time I had 2 subscribers, maybe like maybe 2 subscribers, probably 1, and that was literally my second account. And so like, but I just remember the length of effort I put into that video, and it's not like it was annoying effort, it's just like I struggle to stay focused on one project for an extended amount of time. There's Yoshi. And so the problem is I put in this time and effort to record. Where is this? But then I have to edit. Then I have to take the time to put together a thumbnail, and it's this whole entire by and large process that I go through, and like I'm not entirely sure why I got discouraged, but mainly because like with that video, the pieces fell together. It's like I started the video with just the intention, find a village, and and then I found, hopefully I can step on that Goomba and get, no, okay. We're gonna try hard not to die to this single Goomba left. But pieces kind of fell together where like I was just searching for a village. I was just playing Minecraft. And yet I found a double spider spawner, and I was really excited about that. And like if you watch the video, I'm probably one of the only Minecraft. None of them are bad, except for the first one. I might delist the first one because that was the video I learned about, I think, bitrate on OBS, and the whole fact that you have to set a setting, or else any movement is just gonna like crush the that it just looks terrible. I think it sounds, I don't know. I've learned a lot from the first video to the most recent video about how to make a YouTube video, and especially like episode 6, that that one where I go searching for a village and I found this while searching for a village. It's like I put in a lot more effort editing that video than I did for most of the other ones, just because of the whole fact that editing is this entire process that I wasn't familiar with at all. And so like I've gotten a lot better. I say a lot better. I've gotten more skilled with editing, but like I'm still, I don't know, it's just a lot of time and effort, and I don't know how set I am on putting, if that's the type of content I want to make. And it's kind of like I started putting that pressure on myself to perform the standard of that one video where all the pieces fell together, and like I spent the time on making a quite good thumbnail, but still, because like it was only altogether, it's only like the 14th 12th video I've made just ever. It's not going to be up to the standards of like Mumbo, Grian, Iskall, Technoblade, RT Game, all these people who have been doing it for years and who have really like spent the time honing their craft simply as a hobby and are now doing it full time because of the audience they built up, and because of the fact that they make good videos simply because they have learned and they're constantly learning and all of that. Yes. And so that's kind of what I was talking about this, I think, very briefly. I mentioned it in the last video. Is this whole idea of taking like the next this series and just kind of and in my mind, this is real long term, and this is kind of the only way I think is I dream really big, and then I struggle taking the small steps to get to those big dreams, and I also kind of struggle with the um, with falling short of those big dreams in my imaginary timeline. But like for me, the next entire year of me doing YouTube is just gonna be like understanding that in the beginning YouTube cannot be you cannot rush the YouTube experience, ouch, and speed run it without like really making a type of content that I have no interest in making. And so it's really gonna have to be me focusing purely on just making videos, and instead of having viewer goals, view count goals, or subscriber goals, just video goals. Like I just want the I just want to force myself to take the experience and the learning process of just making videos seriously. And yeah, that's really my goal. And really like at this point, like I haven't even put there's gonna be a bit more work, not too much more work, because I'm really kind of set on doing incredibly minimal editing on these Galaxy videos. I guess my real problem is I feel like I'm getting really deep. I'm gonna stop getting really deep in just a few in just a bit after I finish this VOD, I promise. But I guess what I figured my problem kind of boils down to is not knowing if I have any math homework. I'm giving a bit of other personal data, so I may as well give this little snippet into my personal life, which actually I think it's that opens me up to kind of speak about the origins of my channel name, which this is I completely understand, especially given me. This is probably going to be brought up in every single series I make. But personal snippet. So I'm currently a college student. That's about all I'm willing to we're not going to do that right now. I'm more focused in grabbing this and going and helping this guy. But so I will talk at length about stuff like, you know, my plans for my YouTube channel, the current state of YouTube, what I think about the channel. But you may, again, this is probably only like your first or second video ever seeing me, and I mentioned this probably way too many times in the last episode, but we're currently 43 minutes in. If you are still watching, then clearly you're in a you're in a certain subcategory, and I'm gonna try and like in the editing make it so like I'm gonna try and do something with the retention, but like out of probably the 10 viewers that this gets, maybe one person will watch all the way to the end. And like if you are that person, hey, how are you? It's good to see you here. But yeah, they're gonna be long, they're gonna get low viewership, but like I was saying, that's kind of the goal. I don't know if I can just, okay, I can do that first try. I wasn't actually expecting to be able to do that. But it's, so, I kind of teased talking about the origin of my channel name. And, that's actually something that I thought about a lot. It's like I mentioned earlier in this episode, this is not my first channel. It is only my second. Just focusing slightly because I'm pretty sure if I missed that, I would have just gone sailing off into the abyss and had to redo the entire level. So it's for pronunciation, I'm hiding this in my second ever Mario Galaxy video, 45 minutes in, most likely. For pronunciation, I want it to be pronounced Adonimity. And so for some background, the kind of root word that I used is anonymity. Anonymity. Kind of coming from anonymous, anonymity, all of that. And it actually comes from a username that my dad used on the PlayStation called PSN Anonymity. PlayStation Network Anonymity, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. So that's kind of where it comes from. The other part, the D comes from my name, and that's that's about all the information I'll give there, because again, anonymity, anonymous. I was brought up to be very careful on the internet, like most people are, and the internet's very much a place for kind of that, where people have this veil of to hide behind. And so I'm definitely, like, especially in these early days, I'm gonna be pretty cautious about any types of personal information I give out. So currently the only thing I am gonna confirm is that I am currently a college student. Where am I in my college journey? Who knows? How old am I? That's not information you get either. What college am I going to? Again, not information that I'm gonna share. And that's kind of just the bar I want to set, is like anything that makes it into the video is stuff I'm okay having publicly out there for anyone to watch and see, because I understand that anyone on YouTube will watch and see this. And but yeah. But yeah, that's the origins of my channel name. My real name has a D in it somewhere. And I am currently a college student somewhere in some walk of life. I attend a college. And like, probably eventually more will be revealed about me. Just kind of through the channel, and just if I ever you know, you'll get to learn more. But currently I have like counting these 2 videos, which is my which is the 2 videos on Super Mario Galaxy. I currently only have what 10 videos on my channel. Okay, come on. One more. There we are. But yeah, I wanted to so I was talking earlier about how these videos are not, they're obviously not scripted. If I was reading off a script, it would not be like this, I promise you. Took a big swig of my pink lemonade. So they're not scripted, but especially like in this video's case, I recorded the back-to-back. I can't remember how much I discussed this topic, but I know that I didn't discuss it at the length I was prepared to. And that's like a whole thing. I had a small amount of time. I took a small break. I'm not recording 4 straight hours of gameplay back to back to back. First of all, college student, don't have time for that. Second of all, that's a bit too much talking for anyone, especially again, only 10 videos. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Okay. But yeah, so like in between the video, I thought about briefly how did I want to introduce this video, and were there any things that I wanted to talk about, and like that's kind of just interesting little tidbit about me. Again, I'm gonna talk about me like in very vague general terms, but I kind of like the idea of I'm probably gonna change it eventually, especially as I veer away from Minecraft content. But this whole idea that like I'm kind of to people who watch these videos, I'm kind of just a voice, and like in turn, like there's this idea that for like Minecraft YouTubers, you have the Minecraft skin to really attribute that voice to, but for a lot of other faceless YouTubers, you kind of like nowadays with a lot of them, you have like bits and pieces of their face that you can kind of mostly work off of, or like they don't do completely, but like I'm a really small YouTuber who sometimes talks like he's a massive YouTuber, and like that is kind of a thing of number one, this is just kind of like content I'm used to watching is, I guess, kind of gonna try not to blow myself up here. Is from much larger YouTubers. It's like I don't very often watch YouTubers with 4 subscribers, and like every so often I do, but it's not very often. Because very few people like we're back at this again. You clicked on this video for some reason. Hopefully I find out the reason and I'm able to do it more and more. That's not nearly close enough. But like there's kind of this idea that I guess there's kind of this stigma we have with small videos, small channels, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a hypocritical, terrible person. But like when you see a small video with like 50, 100, maybe even 400 views, you don't really expect I guess the best way to put it is a professional level video. Like, and that's not like production value exactly, because when I think of high production value, I think going for like high scripting, high level sets, and oh no. I might focus a bit because this is one of the hardest mini games. If you played through this game, you know that this is one of the most difficult Mario mini games ever. Only beaten by the Galaxy 2 similar mini game where you have to use fireballs. Okay, I think we got it. There's like level 2. All the like mini games, there's a level 2 too. Please blow up faster. There was too many sounds that played at once right there, so I didn't know if I failed or succeeded. That's a place of tension. But yeah, you usually think kind of low professionalism with those lower view videos, because if they don't reach as many people, I guess you kind of think there's a reason behind it. And for me at least, the immediate thought usually goes to audio quality, video quality, stuff like that. And like there's the other problem of like especially in my content, I'm well aware of this. Like I'm not quite there yet where I can take a video like this and really like hook you in and get you to watch 57 minutes of me just talking to myself and playing Mario Galaxy. And like every single time in these videos when I start this thought process, I'm always gonna do this, but hey, it's fun. And for those who are watching this and are like, oh, I'm that person who clicked on this video with 10 views and I am now I'm currently falling into the void. That's where I'm currently. But if you're that person who clicked on a video with like really low views, and you're now 57 minutes into it and you're thinking, I don't know what will get you 57 minutes into this, because like I said, I am planning on doing I almost jumped pretty much straight into that black hole, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I was ready to leap of faith that thing into oblivion. And yeah. I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to make it well known how ready I was to just end it. I got distracted again, sorry. Oh no, we're gonna burn our butts. Oh, how much can I skip of this? That's a pretty good amount. I'm okay. We're introduced to Bowser here. Yeah, like you're currently an hour into this random small YouTuber's Mario Galaxy video, and maybe, hopefully, this is wishful thinking, but maybe you're currently thinking, man, this guy has a really soothing voice. I know I don't. One of the reasons I don't want to edit these hour-long videos down is I don't want to listen to my voice for an hour. And I'm well aware of the fact. I mentioned this I think once or twice. He's gonna stomp us into space bits. But I'm very well aware of the fact that that's a whole thing. I love those pauses. Like, the thing with the low editing is, like in the episode 6 Minecraft Let's Play that I was discussing earlier, like I edited out all those long pauses, and that's something to do with like retention rate is you edit out those pauses, and like I don't know, there's definitely a sweet spot to be had. I'm trying to talk slightly quicker so I don't forget what I was talking about. Oh, just coughed. You're welcome for stating the very obvious. But there's that thing there I was trying to speak about. It's like, what do I do, like, content wise, besides like hope I'm just an entertaining person to listen to? And that's something that I'm definitely gonna try and learn, is how to just speak in this manner and like just make this content in this manner where I'm just entertaining to listen to. But like really all I can really do with what I want to do is really just take the thumbnail, the title, and the first like 1 or 2 minutes of the video, and that's all I do to convince you to stay. Is let you know, hey, this is what I have to offer. Maybe you stay, maybe you don't. But yeah, it's kind of like, I guess the vibe I'm kind of going for is just like a heartfelt chat with a good friend. That's kind of what I just want to do, and that's kind of what I'm doing, is I am just talking about whatever comes to mind, really. I talk about the game, and when I have nothing else to talk about, I'll talk about the I'll talk about whatever else I want to talk about. And like some games, it's gonna be really involved. I'm gonna be like gonna be more fast-paced. Some games are gonna be made for a bit more involved editing. Maybe there will be a bit more that I'm gonna end up cutting out. And then there's other games, like especially this game, where it's gonna be almost Dreamlike. And that's the thing is like I'm understanding that the type of content I want to make is really suited for a stream. Right. Like that's but the problem is I don't really understand. Sorry, I just totally paused in the middle of a spot to take a drink. But like I think to really succeed in streaming, you have to build an audience outside of streaming, because to build an audience inside of streaming, you can only really build an audience that fits to your time schedule. And so you kind of gotta build an audience outside of streaming in order to get into streaming. And like I know that's not the case. There's people who have built up their audience through streaming and basically streaming alone, but that's a lot of hard work. And that's really something that I think will take a lot out of you. Is trying to do that and like trying to build up an audience through streaming. And I know that's just not for me, especially given the fact that like I don't really have the setup or like I guess the patience. I don't know. I don't really think I'm ready for that. I wonder what that. Oh no. I almost got to learn the hard way. Oh wow. There we go for the 1-up. I'm having one of those moments again where I kind of I'm focusing slightly more on the game, and therefore the commentary suffers. I'm scared of burning myself. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, this is rough because okay. Yeah, I kind of I didn't really zone out, but I kind of zoned out. What was I saying? I was talking about streaming. That's what I was beginning to talk about. It's kind of I don't know. I'm just not really, because I still want the ability to like I do not have the setup for streaming. Let's just put it that way. I could have sworn there was a comment there, but I guess it's no longer there. I meant to check first. If there is no comment, which there is not, I think we're gonna call it a day. There. I'm gonna go. Nah, I like ending outside of the dome that the episode was based on. Yeah, I'm feel like I probably left a few conversations very open, kind of open-ended. I'm trying to think. I definitely know that like I had more to say about one specific thing, but I can't remember exactly what it was or what that specific thing even was. Yeah, I was discussing the fact that like I do not see one of the problems which I discussed a tiny bit in this episode is like I recorded an entire Minecraft episode that was basically just this, and I got like really deep and I went just full on until I felt like done with that conversation. But like my problem was I just didn't see, unless I cut a lot of it out and I kind of did just a bunch of editing, I didn't see anyone watching through the video. And part of the thing with like this series is I've just decided like I'm gonna record a full like we're about an hour and 9 minutes in. I'm gonna like straight up just record me talking for an hour, for however long it takes to complete that dome. I'm gonna upload it basically uncut to YouTube. Like I'm gonna do a tiny bit of editing, but as you've seen, if you have watched up until this point, editing after the first like 5 minutes is basically going to be non-existent. And so we're here. All I have is those first 5. All I'm gonna spend energy wise is I'm gonna try and make an interesting thumbnail. I'm gonna see if I can get your attention with a title. I'm gonna try and convince you to watch the entire thing in the first 5 minutes. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna be here. I'll be here for a while, and I hope you come back next time, because I'll still be here playing Mario Galaxy. I hope to see you again soon. If you do me the honor of coming back, come join me next time for even more just talking and enjoying this beautiful, wonderful game by Nintendo. That will be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I've said 17 times throughout this video, if the fact that you've watched this far is a blessing upon me, and I'm glad I could entertain you and I could be some company in this current time. I'll catch you next time. Bye.